Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Denizen Sucks podcast.
It sucks.
We really do, folks. Episode 10, we made it
We
to
made
double
it.
digits.
We made it. This
I
was a
don't know
limited
how.
run thing, and today is the finale. Oh, no. No, no. It goes on, folks. The end continues.
Oh, getting right into Spinal Tap 2, Rob
Couldn't handle
Ryder.
it.
Oh, too soon, man. God,
No,
brutal. Just brutal
no.
stuff.
Brutal.
But thank you all for not liking and not subscribing to this
Yeah, it's been
podcast.
working brilliantly. They're listening. They've heard us and they're listening. So nice. Thanks, guys.
That's what we want. That's
That's
really
right.
what we want.
That's right.
Uh, Cousin Dave said he was not going to be filming outside this evening, but it looks as if he is.
I think my fire is really struggling back there. There is a certain lambent glow emerging from the crevices, but
I, I see a fire.
I see something.
There's
This
something going
little
on.
light of mine. Yeah, everybody now. Everybody clap.
That's good stuff.
Um, yeah.
So what's going on, Dave?
I started a new job, so that's kind of funky. It's never great to start a new job, but
Oh, you're not full-time denizen?
actually, I am. The job is on the side, really, realistically.
Got it.
Um, what is up? I mean, the big news.
Here we go, folks.
Um, we were in the studio. We tracked the demo. I mean, not the demo.
Back in the studio.
Not a demo. We tracked the thing. Bass and drums are down. I'm excited for this album. I think this is. I definitely can say, with all respect to everything we've done so far, I think these bass and drum tracks best foundation we've come to yet. I don't know, there's a long album to go. You don't know how it's going to come out, but so far it's probably the best start I would say we've ever had. Because Eric Castillo, who is my homie from up here, is just a ridiculous drummer. Like he is like new to our band. We've been rehearsing all fall, so he is very up to speed with these songs, and he is just bringing just the intensity. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I don't want to gush about our own bandmates, but on the other hand, I mean, like, shameless promotion is like, isn't that the name of the game? No, I mean, I was like, honestly, just watching him do these drum takes, and it's just like, I mean, it's crazy. So I do think
Yeah.
the people, I think, and just, it's not just like the quantity of hits and his technique, but just that intensity is just crazy. Anyway, I think the fans are going to like it. I hope, you know.
When this album actually
When it
gets put
finally
out to the
gets
public
done, which we
in
probably have
10
a
years.
year's worth or overdubbing and whatnot, and mixing and mastering, but it will get out there. And
Yep.
I dare say, I think it might be some of our best work yet, which is, you know,
Good.
that's what you're hoping the direction is. How about
Yes,
you, Pete?
upward.
What's been
Like the
going
stock
on in
market.
Peteville?
Well,
I had some.
let's see. I'm here still in Charlotte. The weather is lukewarm, not too bad. I was in Connecticut this week where it was colder. Very exciting. Yeah. What else do I have to report here, folks? I will be tracking my saxophone parts in January up in upstate New York, Montgomery, New York, right, is where the
Montgomery.
studio is.
Man,
Hmm.
John Niclario, got to shout him out on the pod. I did tell him about the Denizen Sucks podcast. Ooh, and I have a great anecdote for the fans and the deep denizen divers. Um, but I'll save that. But just to say a word about John, what a hell of a studio and a hell of a producer that guy is. Just he's got a lot of good ideas and very trustworthy ears. So just wanted to give him a
Nice.
quick shout out.
I think you should also shout out the police officer that pulled you over for
That's what
speeding
I
on
was
the
gonna
way to
go
the
to.
recording.
Yeah. So yeah, I have to tell. I'm sorry. I feel like I cut you off though. I don't know if you had something you wanted to wrap up because this is a yeah. So
Yeah, it's all good.
Saturday is recording day, and all my wife Meg is kind enough to take my children to various hockey craziness and whatnot. And all I have to do is like
Shout out Meg.
tend to dog Maple, that lovely black lab we have. Maple, and make sure she's got water. She's been fed. All I got to do is do that, clean up a little bit, straighten up the house. Wife doesn't have to come home to a junkyard. Um, that's it. That's all I have to do. So I'm cleaning up, listening to some of the tracks from the demos we made, getting my notes focused here. I go to leave and there's
Uh-huh.
no Maple. And I go up and down the block and then I start knocking on hounding my neighbors and there's, and I half an hour. Anyway, I'm supposed to be there at 11. It's an hour away and it's 10:30 and I can't find my damn dog. And I finally, out of exasperation, call my wife and she's like, "Oh yeah, I got Maple here." Anyway, so I'm late is the point. That's a long way of saying I'm late to rehearsal because I'm going to be I'm burning time. So I got my pedal to the floor up on 684 here outside in bucolic Somers, New York. And well, I see a cop and I even think for a moment like I'm right at the line where you'd go to Connecticut and I'm like maybe if I divert east I can anyway like I'm a
Just
fugitive
got to
from the
get
law.
across state lines.
Anyway, I'm going the opposite direction, but I start heading toward Connecticut because, like, I'm going west and I start going east because I think I'm going to outsmart the cop. Anyway, but now he sees through my veiled attempt at escaping justice and pulls me over and is I got my guitar right there in the passenger seat. There's traffic, so he comes around passenger side and he sees the guitar there, and I'm like, yeah, sorry, man, I was gonna record with my band. He's like, oh, you got a band? So yeah, Pete. Right then and there, pull out the phone. Like we're denizen, but officer, it's the one with the DNZ because there's a lot of denizens. You don't want the. We always got to shout out our French brothers out there with Horse Smoker. Come on now, French denizen. Let's get them on the podcast. Yes, yes, get French denizen on the pod.
For folks that don't know, there is a French band named Edison,
They're like a
and
metal band.
they've
I
been
mean,
stealing our
if
sunshine
you
for a long
found
time
your
now.
way here, you surely probably already have found Horror Smoker. Anyway, but yeah, that's the song that keeps popping up on our. I think it's called Horror Smoker.
Yeah,
Power to you, French
not
denizen.
not good, but yeah, we'll get them on the pod.
Anyway, so I get him the DNZ and he subscribed. Always be closing, Pete. You always got to make the sale. He
Amazing. So
still gave
you
me
were doing.
he gave me
He
three
still gave you a
violations.
ticket.
Three violations. Like he liked and subscribed, and then he was like, yeah, and by the way, speeding. You went into the lane without signaling, and my car was out of registration. He probably should have just like arrested me on the spot, but he was merciful.
That would have been. I mean, what a story. I mean, this is a good story, but like, hey, I missed our recording because I'm in jail.
Yeah, no, I would have honestly like. There was like a point I didn't act on this impulse when I couldn't find my damn dog. Getting back to that, there was like I was like burning. I was like, this album is more important. Like, frankly, sorry, I was just gonna drive away and let Maple fend for herself. I don't know that she'd die, but no, I wasn't gonna do that, folks. But the thought crossed my mind. It's like, how much do I? But no, I of course love Maple. Um,
Yes, I've not met Maple yet, but she sounds great.
she is amazing. She's a Guiding Eyes reject. They gave it to us because they knew we had three kids, and what they told us was the dog doesn't want to work for a living. So
How
I
about
was like,
that?
"That's the dog for me, man."
Is it a
That's like
lab?
we have very we have a lot in common, me and my dog. It's a black lab. Yeah.
I was telling a colleague today a story that I heard when I was out skiing out west last winter. They had an avalanche guy, ski patroller, come to the lodge to talk to us, and he had his avalanche dog, and it was a black lab puppy, and he said labs are really good for finding people in avalanches because they're smart enough to do the job, but dumb enough to keep doing the job.
Yeah.
Because apparently, if you get like a really smart dog, they'll
Yeah.
get bored. They're like, I'm done finding people. So,
It reminds me of this like one time on Metro North. I don't know why this popped in my head, but I was sitting behind this like real like bro of a guy just in front of me. Like he's like some I don't know, he's some stressed out business dude. He's on this like really intense phone call and he's like right in front of me. So like I would love nothing more than to not have heard a word of this, but I was like forced to listen to this really intense like internal hiring thing he was having, and he's like It's a little like what you just said about the labs. He's like, make sure you like hire some like college kids who play sports. Like, you know, you, you want them to be able to like follow orders and stuff, but like not be too smart so they question shit. Like sorry to the jocks out there. You're the ideal hire though for the corporation, I will say. You're like the
There you
labs. You're
go.
smart enough to do the job, but too stupid to stop doing it. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's great stuff. Does Metro North have a quiet car? Because they should.
I think they do. There's like, yeah, it would be a fun little like coffee table book to write like a book about Metro North bizarre etiquette because there's a lot of it going on. And I have gotten reprimanded for talking too loudly by mostly, I want to say old ladies. Unfortunately, no problem, offense to old ladies, but there is a trend that I've
Yeah.
seen. It's those people that tend to want me to quiet down, and that's fine, and I do. But I didn't know I was on a quiet car. But then they like are like, how did you not know that? And
They don't
yeah,
make it blatant. They don't make it apparent enough.
yeah. And then like, there's other yeah, this would be a good coffee table. Like there's the three seat. You never sit three. I've never once seen it in my life. You always leave the space between in the three-seater.
Yes.
You're never gonna I think I did that once to someone and it was very deeply uncomfortable. Um Even those two-seaters, that's kind of uncomfortable enough sitting down in
Well, I
one
guess
of
it's
those.
nice.
But you have no
Sounds like yeah,
choice.
yeah,
So like
but I guess it never gets crowded enough that you have to do the full three.
oh no, no, it totally gets I
Yeah.
but I will stand. Like everyone just stands in like they will
Oh,
not break the two person three-seater rule.
protocol.
It is absolutely in stone. I've seen like crazy shit on Metro North, just the last train home, like naked people, puking drunk people. Anyway, just everything happens, like fights and everything. I've never seen that code violated, like not even by a degenerate.
Do
Anyway,
not violate the code.
no. Why don't you dear subscriber to this podcast, why don't you post a story if you indeed have ever seen someone violate the sacred two-person seat,
Metro North.
Metro North?
Uh,
I think it's pretty true.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it. What are you listening to these days, Dave? Anything on the top of the Spotify list?
Um, my problem is that I can never remember. I have actually been listening to some new artists that were sent me. I was listening to Saint Germain earlier today.
Oh,
They're
I
kind
know
of
the name, but I've
that's
never
like a
listened to them.
throwback to the 2000s. That was a good era.
Hmm,
There,
okay.
there were some like I'm only sort of starting to realize that the early 2000s had some cool shit going on, like in like a kind of underground punk scene. The Eels, those kind of bands. Yeah,
Never listened to them.
like yeah, I feel like it was like the emergence of a little bit of electronica in mainstream pop. You had that
Yes.
U2 album that was like kind of weird and techno-y
The
like,
one with the black and red iPod that came out? Or was that a
Uh,
different one?
no. Yeah, they've experimented with like techno and stuff, but and like David Gray with all that I mean, cool. I think, but like that's kind of what I'm saying. Like that kind of, if you think of like White Ladder, the tracks on it like all have that electric drum underneath, the like synthetic drum, but he's playing like
Hmm.
acoustic guitar over it. I don't know, sort of the start of that era. So I'm checking out some artists like that, David Gray, and I listen to all those bands, the Eels. That is one nice thing about Spotify. I do shit on a lot Spotify, and I think it has ruined music, but it is kind of cool if you like it's suggestions. I just hate how you kind of have to get into the vibe. Like I wish it were better at like telling me that I wanted to hear that genre of music. I feel like you need to select, oh, I want to listen to this, and then it'll select more things that are like that.
Right. Right.
But
I like the
anyway,
Spotify wrap that it does every year, and it's told me that I am 82 years old in
uh,
terms of the music that I listen to.
Pete, you don't look a day younger, a day older than 96. I'll tell you what.
I'm up there. Well, people have been calling me an old man since the sixth grade, so it's all good.
Yeah,
Young at heart.
yeah.
But yeah, I've been on a Nirvana kick this week.
That's an intense kick. It's a very
It's
intense
great
kick.
stuff. It's great stuff.
I mean
When
that,
I was a
yeah. I
kid,
mean,
I didn't really listen to Nirvana as a kid, and I thought they were just a
I know
little
your
too raw.
parents. I'm gonna bet
Yeah,
there was. Yeah, I can't imagine. Draz and Tony were very into
Kurt
smells like
Cobain.
Teen Spirit. Yeah.
Yes, but well, I happened to be on speaking to a 25-year-old the other day, a former colleague, and I said, Nirvana, and I was like, "Can you name a song?" He could not name a single Nirvana song and anyone in the band, and I was like,
Sorry. Who? How
"This."
old was this colleague? Like
He's 25,
a youngin. Yeah.
but
That's
he,
that's insane. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That would be like us being like, I've never heard of, I don't
the
know,
Beatles.
Led Zeppelin or something. Yeah, like you know, that was
Yes,
about as far back in time as, well, I guess it's 30 years now, but still. So it'd be like for me the 60s. Yeah, but like
yeah.
so the Beatles, yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like,
give
come
me a
on.
break. Come on.
Anyway, I mean, we haven't done
That's
a top
frightening.
10 U.S. bands because I don't think we'd ever be able to get to a top 10, but
No, I don't
I
think
think
I
I
don't think
think
that's
they would be.
possible.
I think Nirvana would probably be in the top 10 for me.
Um
That fire is out.
yeah, yeah, it is. Nirvana would be in the top 10. No, I definitely, I mean, I love them, but I don't even think honestly they'd come close to my top 10. But that would be a fun
Oh,
podcast if we could. I think we'd each have to give our own. First of all, I think we would have pretty wildly different top 10s. Maybe not. It'd be interesting to compare. Um,
maybe next. I think we do have a guest for next week's episode, but perhaps the episode after that.
yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, we need I think the fans want more of the interviews.
Clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait. Yeah, totally.
Hmm.
Um,
Why did that light go on behind you?
it's a ghost. Christmas
Nice.
present. Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading that book to my kids and like we're on the ghost of Christmas present. It gets pretty like horror like toward the end. It's pretty awesome.
What? Dickens?
Christmas Carol. Yeah, yeah. It's a
Yeah,
solid
yeah.
read. It's a good read.
Okay.
Uh, do
Yeah,
you
he
have
went
a
pretty hard.
He did. He did go hard. The you ever see George C. Scott in the that's like the
Uh-uh.
version. Oh man. Like Patton. Fucking Patton, man.
Yeah, no, I
He's
know.
like
I've
he's
seen him in
Scrooge.
Patton.
Yeah. No, it's good. I
Okay.
learned, to all you Denizen fans who also like Christmas, um, uh, the Morgan Library. Have you ever been in New York City?
JP, yeah, I know it. No,
JP Morgan.
I have
I've
not,
never
but
been. I only recently heard of it because of this, but like
I know
I'm
about it.
into the Christmas Carol. I'm kind of, learning about it a little bit anyway, I'm poking around and I come across this thing about the Morgan Library having the original manuscript. So now
Oh,
I gotta go check this out. Yeah.
pretty cool.
Anyway, what's that?
I said that's
Yeah,
pretty
apparently
cool.
J.P. Morgan was a big Dickens
Yeah.
guy. Bought the original because he was a Titan fat cat douchebag.
Yes.
I'm gonna own the thing. Um, but yeah, so the original manuscript. I like
Nice.
these kind of adventures.
Yeah, I need to read more Dickens. The Old Curiosity Shop I have read. I know your dad
That's a
was really into Nicholas
rando
Nickleby.
one, dude.
Yeah, I've read that one.
That is a random. I mean, like Oliver Twist, Tale of Two Cities. I think these are the big hits. Like Curiosity Shop. I mean, I've heard of it. I have no
It's a
idea what that is.
B-side. My dad told me about it when I was a kid, and I checked it out. It's good. I remember your dad was into Nicholas Nickleby.
Yes, my dad is obsessed. He's a quirky guy, my dad, and he really was like he would read like a little thing a night, before bed. It's good, it's good sleep practice, I think. Um, it's like such I mean, I like Dickens, but I do think sometimes it's just you just like the guy had a deadline and he had to like fill a certain because he wrote all this stuff for like periodicals and stuff.
Yes.
So like every now and again he'll go into this rando digression of like some side story of like, oh, the chimney was once this thing, blah 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 blah, and it's like 20 pages. And you're just like, okay, you had this other short story you were working on. Your publisher gave you a deadline. And so you're just going to jam this thing right now and make me suffer. Then this world classic now is just going to have your lazy procrastination written all over it, for God's sake. Anyway, that's where like a book like Nicholas Nickleby, if I may say, gets me. I think this is why the Denizen fans watch this podcast, to get the hot takes on Dickens. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Don't like, do not subscribe.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But
Yeah. We claim to
yeah.
be rock and roll and we're critiquing Charles Dickens. Let's
I
fucking
mean,
go.
yeah. Big Dickens.
Yeah.
Charles, yeah. Walks off and carry a big Dickens. There you go.
Hmm. I
That
see
was
what you did
TR.
there.
I love that phrase. Walk softly and carry a big stick. That's like the Teddy Roosevelt doctrine.
Yes, it
Tell me
is.
that didn't start as a pickup line. Tell me right now. Come
He
on.
probably was the ladies' man. I mean, I could
I
see it.
mean, for God's sake, he was like his whole campaign was like manliness and like, yeah.
Well, he got shot during a speech and continued the speech.
I know.
That's hardcore.
He would just like go off into the wilderness and like fucking hunt moose. Like no one would have any idea where he was.
Yeah.
He just crazy, and he was yeah his whole tenure at the fucking New York City Police Department, like revamped. I
Oh,
think he
really?
made the police academy. Yeah.
Did
Like,
not know that.
and they fucking hated him for it. Anyway, yeah. Baller dude, ball of energy.
Hopefully, we
Um,
can get him at the next Denizen concert.
yeah, the
When
ghost of
that will
TR
be,
needs to be a guest. Let me tell you. Yeah, get him on
that'd
the
be badass.
pod.
Are
I
we getting
think that would guarantee some virality.
Teddy
We would get
Roosevelt
some
on the pod?
views. We got Teddy Roosevelt on the pod. Yeah, with AI, anything is possible, I guess.
Well, that's true. Or like a hologram on stage.
We just dig him up and get a piece of his DNA and just like, you know, feng shui that thing back into life. It's gonna happen. That shit is gonna be. I've
Yeah.
heard like I've gone to some in law school. Again, I'm sure the fans are just loving this conversation, but like I went to some stuff about like the rights of the dead to like not be like I want to stay dead. Like don't if the technology becomes available, don't
Keep
take a
me
piece of
dead.
don't take a piece of my DNA and like bring me back to life, you know? Some
Yes.
weird crap. But yeah, I mean, you got people starting to think about that because I think the technology, it's probably not anywhere near there, but like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, famous people are freezing their bodies, right?
Right,
Cryogenically
exactly.
freezing
Right. And
themselves.
cryogenics and the whole thing.
Ted Williams. Ted Williams is going to come back and play baseball, folks. You watch.
What was that 90s movie with Stallone and Wesley Snipes? What was that?
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
It's so good.
I gotta watch that movie again.
It's
Demolition
incredible.
Man. I remember as a kid, like I watched that movie like when I was way too young. And like that scene where he goes over to the machine is just like shit, piss, fuck, cock. It's just like, and they're
Yeah.
giving him tickets for profanity. And he's
Yeah.
just like, it's just like a spew of profanity. It was a great, as a kid, I was just like,
There's
he's
also a
not.
famous there's a famous scene where Stallone comes out of the bathroom and he's like, "Yeah, there's no toilet paper in there. There's just three seashhells." And
Yeah,
they're
I know. I
like,
remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
"There's like he
I
doesn't know how to
saw
use
it
the."
such a long time ago. I have such weird memories of it, but I remember thinking it was insane.
It is insane
Yes,
and it's fantastic, and
but that's about
y'all
like
need to watch it.
cryogenics, right? I'm
Oh
stick.
yeah,
I'm the weave. All right, the weave.
we're staying with it, folks. It's
We're
all about
weaving.
cryogenics
Cryogenics. What do you
for
think Annie's
sure.
going to make the caption of this one? Like cryogenics, Charles
Dickens.
Dickens, and Teddy Roosevelt. Yay! That's what I'm suggesting, Annie. Uh, Annie Dorfman, our awesome
Annie, by the way, folks, is
PR
our
person.
amazing producer,
Yes.
uh, and she's phenomenal. Maybe we'll get her on the pod at some point,
Yeah,
but
she's got to come on the pod.
yeah. Please continue to not like and not subscribe.
Yeah.
We love you.
Now she might get some likes because she actually has a personality that people would find interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I
That's
don't know,
very true.
maybe it's risky. We don't want those likes to start going up.
What are you
Um,
doing for Christmas, Dave?
We'll be here. My folks live in town, and then we go to the Cape for my wife's folks, and that's pretty much it. You're gonna be in Philly. It's so.
I will
Oh,
be.
you're gonna be in with. Are you gonna be with? Have
Laura?
we made the news? I don't know. It's not my news to make.
We have not. I mean, but yes, I am engaged, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh no, Pete! All those female fans are gonna be brokenhearted. We just lost half of our fan base. Ah, the
I'm
sax
sorry, but
player just
you
changed
know,
one letter.
I'm sorry, folks, but yes, uh, the
Uh,
lovely Laura and I
that's
are
right.
engaged.
That's
Yep. But yes,
congratulations.
she'll
She's
be
so
at her
awesome.
parents', and I'll be at mine, but that'll probably be the last time we do that. But
One of the things I like best about Laura is the only time I've met her was at a Denizen show
let's fucking go.
that you weren't even at. So I mean, just shows what an awesome, uh,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right. Oh, the Brooklyn Bowl show.
because the assumption in that line of reasoning is that we're absolutely terrible live and an onerous chore to see. So yeah, that's why I'm saying she's awesome for coming. But anyway,
If you're
no,
coming
we're
out to
good.
see, yeah,
She
yeah,
loved every minute of it, and it was well worth the price of admission.
that's right. Well, we reconnected at a Denizen show. She and I both went to school together at the Bowery Ballroom show.
Oh, I'm
That's where we
sorry.
re, that's
And
where
you
we
still made
reconnected.
it to engagement. Wow.
Yeah,
They can do anything, folks.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. It seems like a long time ago, Dave, but in fact, it was only just a year ago.
Mm.
A year and a few
Not
months.
long enough.
Let's fucking go.
Not long enough. Oh no, we're running short on time because of the
What I was
Zoom.
gonna say, speaking of Brooklyn Bowl, Laura's good friend was there tonight, and who was behind her in line? Dave Matthews.
Shit.
Yeah,
But we played there. Didn't he get he was at the wrong show. He was supposed to we were there in May. God damn it,
to see
Dave.
a tribute band of him.
Would
He
have been
should have been
awesome.
there to see
Would have been
himself.
awesome if he had come to the tribute band about him.
Like,
That
this band sucks. No, they're good. Sorry.
what was he saying? What was the show?
I think it was like a funk show. Yeah, I didn't get the exact
Oh,
name, but she was like, he's standing right behind me. I'm like, tell him about
Dumpster
Denizen.
Funk? Was it? It was probably Dumpster Funk
It might have been.
because
Let me
they've.
take a
I
quick.
know they've opened for him a number of times. They
Oh,
put.
really?
I think they open. They're fucking awesome, Dumpster Funk. By the way. By the way, I also just want to note while we're on the topic of funk, Denizen brought the funk earlier this month with the drop. I don't even think we haven't had a pot. We totally
I don't think so.
forgot to talk about
The
Hella
single.
Fix that is just like blowing up online. It's just crazy. So get to the Spotify. Make sure you send it via text. You copy the link and you put it in an email, or you put it in a text, or you send it to grandma, or you just click the heart button. Actually, don't do any of this because don't like and don't subscribe. But that is what
That's right.
drives those positive metrics that Spotify chokes people with.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So the Hella Fix come good. Dave should just be like, "Oh, Denizen's a good funk band."
Maybe they could open for me.
Maybe
I
they.
told her. I told her, go talk to him and mention Denizen. I'm not sure she did, but you know what?
I think we'd be a perfect opening act for Dave. I do. We open for the Dave Matthews tribute band. I think the next
That's
stage.
just that's just the next evolution. It's like you go from the tribute band to the real thing.
that's,
It's just that simple, folks.
that's right.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yep.
Um. All right. Well, this cigar sucks, and it just tastes like an ashtray in my mouth. So I'm not going to smoke that crap. And my fire
Don't
is
do it.
out.
Might be
Um.
time.
My tea's gone cold, and I'm wondering why I got out of bed at all.
Boom. Thank you, Dido or Eminem.
Kind of, kind of a bit
I
of a
like both.
layup and a dunk, really.
I like both songs.
I do. That is really one of the greatest, probably maybe the best mashup because like they are legitimately independently such works of art.
Yeah,
Um,
they're both great.
I think Stan is I think it's his
It's
best song.
intense.
It's like there's a lot of like artistic shit going on. Like that is very, in my opinion, high level art. The levels of
Uh,
irony. That guy is the most ironic motherfucker since Bob Dylan, in my opinion. Like,
Whoa, that's a hot take. Yeah,
well, the
Marshall
use
Mathers
of
LP is a
pseudonyms,
great
like you
record.
have that whole layer of like, oh, it's not Eminem, it's like Slim, it's whatever, um, Marshall, and
Yeah,
anyway, like, so that's like one layer of, and then the character in it is like having a
a
hard
fan.
time distinguishing reality from irony, and then the end of it is maybe a sincere voice, but it's written by Slim Shady. So anyway, it's just like a refraction of irony in this awesome kaleidoscope of insanity and meaning. I like that quite a bit. It's you know what it's
Oh
like.
yeah.
I'll tell you what it's like. It's like All Along the Watchtower. I won't go into my love of that. Maybe another day, but very similar vibe, Joker and Thief and whatnot.
Mm,
Um,
okay,
such ironic bastards, both of those guys. But Stan and then Dido, and yeah. Anyway, but yes, my tea has gone cold,
that's
and
okay.
it's time to go. I think
We will
this
be
is
on
gonna,
next week.
and next week we're really gonna get more into Jane Austen and
That's right.
the
Oh, and the
lyrics of
Bronte
Tupac.
sisters
Yeah,
and
that's right,
Tupac.
and Tupac. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Adios.
don't like, don't subscribe.
Right.
We'll see you next week.
And maybe don't like it or subscribe, but give Hell Effects a little listen to. Anyway, adios.
Exactly.
Bye bye.